This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Jen Brown. Jen is directing at the Iowa City Community Theater, production of Shakespeare's As You Like It, which goes up on the 20th, yes?
Yes, it does.
January 20th. So for those who may not remember As You Like It, it's one of the comedies.
It is one of the comedies. Yep. So we are putting together this production of As You Like It as a, not exactly strictly Elizabethan, but generally Once Upon a Time, because in As You Like It, 3 nobles and a court jester walk into the woods.
It sounds like the beginning of a joke.
It is.
3 nobles and a jester walk into the woods.
Yep. So very much in the vein of a lot of the fairy tales, folk tales, they've lost their fathers and their mothers in some way or another. And they wander into the woods to find a new life. And they do. So we follow our protagonist, Rosalind. She is the daughter of the banished duke, and she and her cousin go off to try to find her father, but they find a shepherding life instead, along with their court jester, Touchstone. They are shortly followed thereafter by the young gallant Orlando, who is being run off by his brother. And he finds the banished duke instead, and many hijinks ensue.
So you said you're kind of thinking of it as a fairy tale. So a lot of when people produce Shakespeare, they have to make that decision. Are we gonna produce it in the time in which it happened, or are we going to bring it forward in time, or pick another time completely?
Yeah. And that is one of the major difficulties with producing a Shakespeare show, is that it's so popular. Shakespeare is so popular. It's been done for 400 years.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. So how do you bring something new to it as a director?
Well, partly just find a lot of the moments in the story and let them work with the actors to find its own organic newness. But as far as the production is concerned, taking this Once Upon a Time idea together, we've designed the set to be like a pop-up book. So that's still in construction, but we have a couple of interesting set surprises for the audience. And the costuming is going to be very fun as well. And we've got some sound effects that should be quite entertaining as well.
I'm thinking that with TV shows like Once Upon a Time being popular, that this this is a good time to be taking this tack with it.
Yes. And it's something very universal. So the reason, I believe, that Shakespeare has been popular for 400 years. So As You Like It is a screwball comedy that's been popular for 400 years. It's still funny. So part of it, of course, is the writing, but part of it is because Shakespeare wrote about real people, real human confusions and desires. You know, who doesn't want to fall in love, right? Who has never felt powerless or cast off from the structures that they counted on for their life. So if you find those things, it will never not resonate with your audience. That being said, you still have to find something new. And
well, and you honestly have to work with your actors a lot so that they can wrap their tongues around language constructions that are not quite so much how we speak now.
Not at all in some cases. Also, it's an audience skill, and so I think sometimes audiences think that Shakespeare is too educated or too high or too long.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's totally the opposite. Though.
Yeah, it's totally the opposite. Yeah, it's we've got witty banter, we've got slapstick, we've got all of the things, and it's something for everybody.
Yeah, Shakespeare invented physical comedy.
Yes.
Too, in top of everything else. So from As You Like It, so every Shakespeare play has lines in it that we still say today, and we don't remember that they started in Shakespeare. What are a couple from here? Common expressions that we would know.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is less of a common expression, but a very famous speech. Is the "All the world's a stage" speech is there. Finds good in everything. I know there are several.
Well, there are always, there are always some, and you're watching, listening, or reading, going, Oh my gosh, that's probably who
Yeah.
invented that saying.
Can you have too much of a good thing?
Oh.
Yeah, it's in there.
Talking with Jen Brown from the Iowa City Community Theater about the upcoming production of As You Like It. So we talked a little bit about the challenges of trying to bring something new to this. Now, have you directed this play before?
I have not. In fact, this is my first Shakespeare directing experience,
Oh,
but I've
okay.
performed in many. So, yep.
So what particular challenges did you find maybe that you weren't expecting? What surprised you making the transition from Shakespearean actor to Shakespearean director?
I wasn't terribly surprised. I expected the worst part is, of course, with the show opening in January, rehearsals take place over all of the holidays. And I knew that that was going to be the worst part, and in fact it was. But all other productions do, in my experience.
Yeah. Chaos right up until
Yes.
dress rehearsal.
Yep,
Yeah.
and more chaos adding onto, yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the quote from Shakespeare in Love, what is that? Said it's there's no possible way it'll work, it won't work, and then it does. It's a
Yes.
miracle nobody understands.
Yeah, so is it Tim Gunn who says make it work? Yeah, theater is very much make it work.
Well, sounds delightful, and staging at the usual Iowa City Community Theater location there at the Johnson County Fairgrounds.
Yes, it
that
is.
Great little, that neat little spot where you guys
It
have been
is.
for so long.
And we have some new technical toys. We have some new lighting instruments and some new sound equipment. So
Okay,
we're very
all right.
excited.
Breaking out the new
Yes.
toys. Well, the show again is As You Like It. Opens January 20th and runs through
29th.
All right. And if people want tickets, how do they get them?
Well, you can go to our website, which is www.iowacity.communitytheater, theater with an R-E, because we are that pretentious, .com. You can also call the phone number that is listed there that I don't have memorized off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, and those are watching on the video will see it miraculously appear at the bottom of the screen.
Excellent.
And if you're listening to the radio, again, iowacitycommunitytheater.com, and you can go from there.
Yep.
Jen, thanks so much for coming, and good luck with it.
Thank you very much.